Welcome back to Begborough Steel after the nightmare of the last episode where we went into it with a chance of the title and came out of it in the playoffs. We've now got a two-legged affair against local rivals Espanyol. We're going to play both of those games in this episode. Cross everything you've got. Let's go. Okay, just 3 days have elapsed since the disappointment of that Cartagena defeat. They avoided relegation, by the way. I'm thrilled for them. Honestly, I am. We've got some tired legs. I don't think Jake O'Brien is going to be up to today's game. So he's going to drop out and we're going to bring in young Yordi instead. He's gone off the boil in training. He's unhappy and refusing to sign a contract because in January, I wouldn't let him go out on loan to Compostela. Well, he's coming in for a playoff semi-final against the second largest team in the area this afternoon. This is going to be a tough tie for us. We have played Espanyol recently and we beat them comprehensively. We had to wait until the second half, but we got a 3-0 victory over them when young Gilly was absolutely rampant against them. He was great in the defeat in the last game against Cartagena. Well, we're going to see how he does today. We've got 2 games to get through. Let's get out there and start that first leg. Okay, the game is underway. I have no expectations whatsoever out of this. I am appalling in playoffs. 2-legged affairs are really not my thing. We're an away team in the first leg. The Espanyol Stadium looks packed with fans just baying for an Espanyol victory. And I would not put it past them to get it. We are not going to be at our best morale-wise after such a heartbreaking defeat in our last game. We've had a shot, though. It is on target, but it's got an XG of 0.01. I can only assume it was from a goal kick. It's been a pretty quiet first half so far. We've got the ball way back with our goalie Barossi, who is not getting paid for the next couple of weeks after how poorly he played in the last game. And he's not happy about it either. I may have done it in a fit of frustration, and he's not going to be in the best of frames ready for this playoff. However, Javi Alonso has charged forward from midfield. He's had an effort that he's blazed over the bar. At least we've had a shot on goal. We're going to throw out an early shout. We're going to encourage the team because they've made a reasonable start. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target, but now it's time to do some defending. Javi Alonso has quite ponderously won the ball back, and Dab has played it across his own goal. Ikechukwu, what was he doing in that last episode, by the way? Never mind, today is a new day. Yes, it is. Rosanis is on the ball. It's a deep cross. Kevin Carlos will win it in the air. Pacheco's there. Alonso's there. That's both of our midfielders combining to give us a goal against Espanyol. A savvy technician will tell you whether away goals count in this. I am not one of those. I did not look it up. But we'll worry about that in leg 2, shall we? Because Javi Alonso has popped up. Well, right on the penalty spot. Pacheco had a header. It was cleared. And he has volleyed one home for us. And they have picked up a yellow card. And Gilly is going to drift in a little free kick here. What's he got? He's actually gone for goal. And their keeper has sprung across. Gilly has stung the palms. And now we've got a corner. We could go short here. They've not sent a man out for it. We have gone short. Here's Obradar. He's sent it over. Kevin Carlos has a go. He's beaten in the air. And we're cruising towards the 40-minute mark. We need to get this away. We haven't. Right, it's an equalising goal. That was a quick highlight. There wasn't a lot of build-up to that. It's our old nemesis, the indirect free kick, and Espanyol have scored. Oh, and it's from a long way out as well. Our keeper has just let that go between his hands. Whatever division we are in next season, we're bringing in a new goalkeeper because, well, Barossi, I'm afraid, has just not done it for us. We're tied at 1-1. We need a team talk to set us up for the second half of this first leg. Okay, perhaps not the ideal team talk, but we thrash the arms and tell them that they were worthless human beings. Maybe we should have gone with something a little bit more conciliatory, but we haven't. And we're into the highlights straight away, and it's actually Espanyol that have sprung through. That's a good chance for them. They probably should have taken the lead. And after a strong start to this game, we've actually started to look a little bit more vulnerable now. We're behind on the XG, behind on the shots. We're getting to 57 minutes. Are there any changes that we need to make? We've got Kevin Carlos playing poorly. We've got Obrador playing even worse. Both fullbacks are playing poorly. The youngsters not having a great time either. Let's live on the edge. There is no way that Vogel is fit enough to be out there. But on the plus side, he's not Obrador. So let's get him out there. We might substitute the young centre-back as well. And maybe Kevin Carlos for Guelphy late on in the game. We're going to make another couple of changes at 70 minutes. And see how we do in the last 20. We're going to make those changes now. I think we're going to bring on, I think Guelphy or Lander. Why do I even ask the question? Of course it's Lander. It's always Lander. We're going to bring on Jimenez for the young centre-back. Are we? Or Ikechukwu, because his fitness is looking pretty poor. I'm going to take the youngster off. This one's on me. Ikechukwu could just be the man that plays the ball, that gets us back in front. We're going to finally throw out a little shout of demand more. We've got 15 minutes to go in the first leg. We've not played terribly. We've not dominated. Maybe this will just set us up ready for the home tie, where we might be able to do a bit more damage. We're into injury time. I guess we'll take a 1-1 draw at this point. We'll bring them back to our place. Not really our place. We share somebody else's ground. But at least the tie is still in the balance. That's a good result. Nobody gave us a chance. Let's get the squad ready for the second leg. Okay, here we go for the second leg then. Just 48 hours between the two legs of this tie. We are tired. I'd imagine Espanyol have got quite a deep squad. And they've probably brought in some fresh legs, whereas we haven't been able to change much at all. We've brought in an unfit Vogel to play over at left wing back just to get Obrador out of the side. And O'Brien has come back in at centre half in place of the youngster Yordi. This is a huge game. Would still be a final to play after this if we can get through it. And we are now into the highlights. Mickey, who's come into the team for Pacheco, gives the ball away early. That's great to see, isn't it? And now Lokomotivski has got a cross into the box. We've got defending to do. The ball's gone in again for Rossi. We've tried to pick his morale up by praising his training, because he did train at over a 9 this week. I think I've lost faith in him as a goalkeeper, though. It's been quite a slow start to this game. 3 shots, 4 shots, 2 on target. XG of 0.17. Lokomotivski turns out to be called Lomotivsky. Correction. We're on the 35-minute mark. We've not had a highlight this half. We're going to pause just before the halftime break. The shout's going to go out. Demand more. The cusp of halftime would be a great time to score. And we're into the highlights. Has that shout made a difference? Maybe not. Guti's got the ball for them. He's played it into their strike force. And they're going to be the ones attacking us. Don't concede on the stroke of halftime. That's not what the shout was intended for. They've got in behind Rosanas. They're going to get a cross into the box. Or are they? Kevin Carlos has picked one up. Rossi is running on empty. Almost he's got in the tank at the moment of fumes. And we're asking for another 90 minutes out of him. Rosanas, Gilly, booked already. That looks ominous. Rosanas again. Can we get the ball into the box? He's beaten his man. He's gone in. Rossi. You want those aerial chances falling to KC, really. And now we've got defending to do. It's a corner to defend. They've had a good effort near post. Headed it wide. It's tentative. It's cagey. We've had the more efforts. Now we've got a corner. We've got a Daba at the back post. We're just looking for a push. The referee's turned away. He's running back. It's counting. And that is right on the cusp of half-time. We've actually ticked into injury time at the end of the first period. Mickey sends a long cross to the far post. The dabs is up. And he has hit a header past the keeper. We've got a narrow lead. It's slender. But it could be enough to get us into the playoff final if we can keep it up. Okay, we have shunned the opportunity to tell them not to get complacent in favour of just telling them that they're doing well. As complacency shouts just don't seem to have the desired effect. They always seem to lead to a goal or a chance within a couple of minutes of the restart. So we tried to boost the confidence. It meant that we've sent a long ball through in this highlight, and Rossi has had a great chance. He could have taken it forward another few paces. Instead, he's hit one early. We've got to keep an eye on the fitness as well. These players are dead on their feet. 3 subs is not going to be enough, but I tell you what, we could have a 2-goal lead when we are making them because the Dabster has combined with Mickey from another corner. We've not even had time to practice set pieces in the run-up to these 2 legs. But they're playing from memory because the Dabster has forced one past their keeper, and we're now looking at being able to make our first change. 62 minutes on the clock. We've got Xavi Alonso's looking pretty tired. Kevin Carlos is looking tired. Those are 2 changes that we could make because Pacheco, although he's not at his best, he could well come on, couldn't he? And Kevin Carlos, we can pull out the firing line. Let's go for Guelphy this time. Let's live on the edge. We've got a 2-goal lead going into the final 25 minutes. We've got one more sub up our sleeve. Rosanas at right back is looking tired. Mickey and Ndabs are looking for a hat-trick of combination plays. Instead, it looks like a counter-attack from our set piece for them. We need a tactical foul out on the touchline. We've not got it. Instead, we've got Guelphy raiding forward. He's got good vision. He's not used it. And now we're going to have to win the ball back again. We have got it. Here's Vogel, another player that's been booked. The Dabster, what would we have done without him today? Now we've got the ball to Vogel. That is a poor, lazy, tired pass. We are cursed by the left backs that we have available to us. Goalkeepers, left backs next season. And maybe a backup striker. Got through 2 seasons with only 1 striker. Not bad. Could do with another one. Rossi, can you put the game to bed? Oh, I was about to say who needs a second striker when Rossi's dinking the keeper. But he has hit the bar. And on 75 minutes, I think we need to have a look at not just a final change, but maybe having a look at some time wasting as well. Gilly, booked early on, but he sent a ball through. Rossi. He's hit the palms of the keeper. At least we're going to have another one of those corners. Mickey to Ndabs is what we're looking for. Mickey's got it. He's on the ball. He sent it in. He's gone far post and Dabs is not there. And once again, they are flooding forward again. Just take him down. Take the booking. Okay, we're pausing. 76 minutes into the tactics. One final change. Rosanas, awfully unfit. Paco, awfully unfit. Rossi, struggling as well. I think the change that we're going to make is going to be, I think it's going to be up front, you know, because if Rossi were to get injured, we are going to have absolutely nobody available to us in the final. Let's play Lander as a shadow striker. In fact, let's actually swap that and play Guelphy as the shadow striker. And let's also just throw on the merest hint of time wasting and pull the tempo down a little bit. And now finally, we've made our changes. 83, 84 we're looking for to throw on some more time wasting. They're coming at us. A goal here for them. And it is going to be panic stations. Guti's got the ball deep. Lozano's got the ball. They've gone over the top. They are in. They have scored. We're looking for a referee. He's having a look at it. This was the worst possible time to concede a goal. We are going to be like kittens at the back for the final 7 minutes. It's been disallowed. Let's take that as a warning. Let's get back in there. We're going flat back 5. We're not even going to play them as wing backs. We're going to play them as full backs. Nothing too adventurous. We're also going to say to Ikechukwu, do you know what? We're not even going to play a back 5. We're going to play with 2 guarding midfielders just in front. And then these 3 boys looking to counter for us. We're going to pull them back 1, but we're going to keep the defensive line the same. And in 3 minutes' time, we're going to put on full time wasting, and we're not even ashamed to say it. That was clearly offside, although we're back into the highlights straight away. This is a worry. O'Brien's on the ball. Ikechukwu, Pacheco, Guelphy. Oh, he's given a poor pass straight away. But the boys have gathered around their player and they've won it back nicely. Ikechukwu now. Without a striker, we don't really have that outlet. We might push Guelphy on to be an actual centre forward. He can play that role. Maybe having that little outlet up front might be good for balls over the top. Lander, classy as ever. It's like having a Rolls Royce to bring on off the bench. Gives it to Gilly. That's, I'm going to say, deflected or just horrific. And now we've got the ball to Vogel. Now we've got the ball to Mickey. And we've gone in and Gilly's there. Gilly's hit a volley. That could have been the one that clinched it. Guelphy's had another effort. That could have been the one that clinched it. We're still going. Now we're pausing. Now we're pausing into the instructions. Full time wasting. Do we pull the defensive line back at 90 minutes? We haven't. We're leaving it. We're leaving it. And we've won a playoff semi-final. We've beaten Espanyol over 2 legs. Played well as well. I know there were set-piece goals that did it for us, but we had chances. We forgot to do a team talk. Let's cancel that. Let's tell them, you deserve it. You've reached the final. You've got a second chance at getting promotion, having blown it on the final day of the season. We're going to be playing Oviedo. Last time we played them, they beat us 3-0, and it wasn't even a contest. We'll be back in the next episode of Beg, Borrow and Steal to see if we can get revenge.